So we've been touching on the outward sword a little bit, but what I want you to get used to is it not only could be done standing. A lot of the techniques here is if we're sitting down in a chair and say we're eating and so forth, and somebody approaches us, well, this motion here, if the guy's coming in to grab us, can be from in here. See, you grab him, you push his hand down, and then you punch. See, this could be another motion from protecting to the other side, and this motion here is protecting front. So basically in the outward sword, which is the close cousin to the sword and hammer, because of this motion and the way it's moving, it's teaching you that with an outward sword, how to protect your 180. That's basically what the form is teaching you, to go from side to front, and then eventually back. Because the continuation of the form teaches you side, side, front, back, which is a full circle, right? Because as we turn, your opponent might be turning, and if he's turning, then we have to redirect our footwork and our handwork to be able to enter. That's a little brief discussion on the outward sword, and on any form that you do, whether it be the sword and hammer, falling leaf, whatever you do. Practice it from a seated position, because a lot of those techniques, if you're coming in with the falling leaf 1, 2, 3, well, you could be sitting, you could parry him, and then here's the punch, and then you stand up, punch, punch from a seated position, right? You could be talking to someone on one knee, and then as you come up, see, here's your block, see, here's your block, here's your kick, or here's your block, here's your kick from the sword and hammer, from the ground and up, because not all the motions from within the form are done standing. They're done from a seated position, they're done from on one knee, they're done from a 3/4 position standing, and then they're done from standing. All of the techniques within the form. Every technique you learn and every motion that you learn from the form should be taught from a seated position, from the seated position, from a 3/4 stance, from a 3/4 stance to a standing stance. Now, a lot of the techniques within there, which is like a sawari-waza, to where if you're in a seiza position or a one knee position, you'll see a lot of the locks and the throws, bringing the arm around and throwing the guy. But for the most time in the Te system, we did it mainly from one knee to 3/4 standing to standing, because 90% of the time when an altercation is going to take place, it's going to be here, 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 and back. And that's what a lot of the forms were based on. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Thanks.